Good morning, Minto community, and I am Gianna Mead.
And I am Kara Gershevsky, and the news today will be brought to you by 2023 News.
Thank you for tuning in. Our first story today is about the Mustang girls basketball season.
Trevor is here with Sophie Schuster and Deidre Flanders to give us the inside scoop.
Good afternoon. I'm Trevor Clava from 2023 News, and today I'm interviewing Sophie Schuster and Deidre Flanders, two seniors for the Mustang girls basketball team.
One of our main goals is to make it to regionals this year. With all that we've lost a lot of seniors, so I think that's just our main goal, to start it back up again.
It's good to hear. One last question before we let you two go. What are your thoughts or opinions on this season so far?
I think it's been a pretty fun season. I think we have a great group of girls that we're working with. I'm glad that my senior season is spent with them. Yeah, I think it's just a big season on growing and getting better as individual players.
That's good to hear. Thank you two both for taking the time to let me interview you. And I am Trevor Clava of 2023 News. Back to you, Carrie.
Thank you, Trevor.
And good luck to the Mustang girls basketball team with the rest of their season.
Hey, Gianna,
Yes?
why can't the basketball players go on vacation?
I don't know. Tell me why.
Because they can't travel.
Looks like you're trying to brew up a storm. Speaking of storms, Madison Altendorf is here to bring you this week's forecast and more weather stories.
1, 2, 3,
Thanks, Gianni and Carrie. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to JMW Forecasting. I'm Madison Altendorf, and I will be giving you this week's forecast. To recap, let's go over yesterday's forecast. Yesterday, we had a high of 14 degrees and a low of -4, and there was no snow, which I think most of us are 50-50 on, because some of us want to go snowmobiling and others of us don't want to shovel. Anyway, winds are blowing north at 5 miles per hour with a high of southwest winds blowing at 13 miles per hour. Now for today's forecast. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, and it will be cloudy with a high of 20 degrees and a low of 19. There is a 7 to 9% chance of snow, and the winds will be blowing from the southeast at 19 miles per hour and a high of south winds at 21 miles per hour. Now for the upcoming weather. This chart shows Thursday, December 19th through Thursday, December 9th through Sunday, December 19th. There will be a light wind with a high temp of 37 degrees and a low of 5. Now onto some national news.
Hawaii is hit by a powerful rainstorm. Hawaii has been receiving heavy rainfall as far back as Monday, December 5th, and is expected to continue through today, Wednesday, December 8th. Hawaii is expected to receive catastrophic flooding throughout the week. More than 2 feet of rain is to be expected.
Hawaii has officially been declared as a state of emergency. Oahu and Kauai Islands face the greatest flood threat. Flood watches are currently still in effect. Today's forecast is brought to you by Kringstead Ironworks. For more information, call Wine Kringstead at 701-520-1817. This has been JMW Forecasting from 2023 News. I'm Madison Altendorf. Back to you, girls.
We'll be back to bring you more news right after this commercial break.
What are you supposed to be doing? Not screwing around, doing what you're supposed to do. Correct? Get in your groups. What? I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Snickers satisfies.
Minto School's extracurriculars and clubs have been having a very eventful year. It has been a great start, especially since everything is back to normal this year.
They started a new DECA chapter this year, along with hosting many fun events within the school and community.
We have Amparo Moncada here with Mrs. Deline to talk about the donation.
My name is Amparo, and I'm here with Miss Deline, and today we're going to ask her questions about the donation drive run by her in the Minto FC CLA Club. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. So now concerning the donation drive, do you mind answering a couple questions?
I'd love to answer some questions.
Who are you raising for?
We are collecting donations for the Grafton Domestic Violence and Abuse Center.
Why did you pick that donation area?
Many women and children are put out during the holidays and they need several items to get their lives back on track after they are displaced from their home.
Where did you get the idea?
As a group, we came up with the idea to collect donations, and we decided on this group or this area because the women and children are in need during the holiday season.
What is the goal?
The goal is just to collect as many items that we can to give to this organization.
Where should the kids donate?
They should bring items to their classroom and check with their homeroom teacher to see what item their class is collecting.
Where is the time frame for the drive running?
We are collecting items from December 6th through December 17th.
For the students that don't know, the list of items concerning the drive is posted on the Minto School website for all the grades.
Gathering here today at the Minto Potluck with clubs FCCLA, FFA, and DECA to do various activities.
Minto members shared a meal with the food made by students, followed by baking all kinds of goods for the staff, and exchanged gifts between each other for Christmas.
Thank you, Amparo. Minto CTSO clubs had a potluck on Sunday.
What a fun activity.
You know what else is fun?
What?
Luis Locatera interviewed the mayor of Minto on Tuesday to talk about our community.
Most people don't know we have a mayor named Larry Jamison. I recently sat down with them and asked some questions about the community of Minto. Hey guys, it's Luis. I'm here with Larry Jamison, the mayor of Minto. When were you elected to be Minto's mayor?
4 years ago. It'll be 4 years this coming June when my term is up.
What made you want to take on this position?
I've been in town for about 25 years and I just seen the opportunity to do some things to help make Minto grow and thought I'd give it a try.
Being a mayor is a pretty important job. What would you say you do to help our community?
To help the community, I think we try to keep up to date on things, try to keep our water and sewer viable. I mean, things get old and need to be replaced and upgraded. So we work on things like that. Grants, money through the state. Whenever there's things available, and I see you're going to be asking me that down the line here, but we think that's important because we want this city to keep growing, and without keeping up with the basic needs, it's not going to grow. So,
What do you say is your favorite part about our community?
I guess the part about people working together and getting along. I also think that we try to welcome new people into town. You know, sometimes we don't realize when people have moved in either, but I think that's important to make people feel at home when they move into a small community, and I think we strive to try to do that. We may not always do it to the best of our ability, but we really try to do that.
As you said previously, our community is growing for the best. What would you say that we are doing differently that causes our community to grow?
I think part of it is, and it doesn't sound like a big deal, but we try to keep things clean, neat and clean. I mean, you drive through some these smaller towns, and once you get a few yards that start looking kind of not the best, things go downhill. So, I mean, we'll help people with that as much as we can, but we do remind them. We'll do a drive around a couple times a year, and we'll remind people, could you clean up your yard a little bit? Because it's important for new people that come in, that the first look driving around town, if the town looks neat and clean, this could be a place I'd like to live.
You also mentioned that we get grants to keep us with housing in Minto. What's something you look for while choosing which home to help?
When it comes down to grants for rehabbing houses, they have some really strict rules as far as giving the money out. And what we do in town here is I get a couple council members, I get 3 people in the community, 3 citizens. They form a committee and they go through the applications. People can get the applications up at City Hall. They'll go through the applications and they'll say, this one, could be upgraded. We can see a need for an upgrade.
As we know, we had pretty big storms from last weekend. What is something you would do to help prevent dangerous actions around Minto during these storms?
Well, I think it's important to make sure, and I really think we have a good service as far as cleaning the snow, because obviously you need to get the streets clean. I think after this storm they were out at 3:30 in the morning, and to getting the streets cleaned up so people can move around in case of emergency.
Is there anything else you would like to add to our school to know?
I guess nothing in particular. I'm pretty proud to live in Minto, and I'm actually proud of this school. I am proud of all the kids that go here and the families, and I think that the school drives the community. If we have a good, successful school, that's going to make our community successful.
Thank you, Louise. Jimmy Barta hosted Hot Cocoa with Santa on Saturday.
The Minto's JCs are holding a Christmas light decorating contest. The prize is a $250 gift card to Menards and your very own trophy.
We will have a quick commercial break, then we will be back.
Ordinary whiteboard racers don't usually get the job done. But the Magic Eraser does. Mr. Clean himself will demonstrate on this dirty whiteboard. This works on all surfaces, even Mr. Clean's own head.
This semester is coming to an end. This means it's time to get your grades up.
It also means finals.
For our last segment, we brought Megan Hefta to talk about grades, honor roll, and study tips.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan Hefter from 2023 News, and today I'll be going over the academic portion. I will also be going over Minto semester and quarter, honor rolls, tips to fix a grade, and some study tips. Minto's second quarter and first semester ends on December 22nd. Make sure to get your grades in, and if you need help, don't be afraid to ask a teacher, friend, or classmate. Make sure to get your grades in early so you know how to fix them even if you aren't satisfied, and so you don't need to stay after school or even have detention. Some tips to fix your grade easily are communicate with teachers, study individually, and focus on one thing at a time. Semester ending means there's another chance for honor rolls. Honor rolls are your grade point average, all your grades added up together. Try to get above a 3.5 GPA to get an honor roll. Studying, some helpful study tips are take a break from social media and put your phone down. Find a peaceful spot to study. Study with friends or other people. Use a planner to track your homework and other tasks. And balance life and school. Now back to Carrie and Gianna.
Thank you to the reporters for giving us these awesome stories.
And thank you to our audience for watching the whole way through.
This is Carrie.
And this is Gianna
from 2023 News.
Signing off.